Alright, welcome guys. Here I'm going to give you some combat tips and hopefully they'll help you and improve your gameplay. You guys have no idea how many times I've tried to make this video and post it. It just doesn't seem to want to work. So anyways, we'll talk about some tips and tricks and some ways to improve your gameplay. For now, we'll just start off with Street. And we'll just pick recruit because it's not going to matter. We're in a custom lobby, so I can better explain this. So I wanted to start off with your preparation phase here. So be sure to find your bomb. Try to find the fastest route into it. To find it. It's totally random where it could be. Just know that. And once you do find one of the two, the other one will obviously be already found for you. So be sure to avoid the defenders trying to shoot your drone. Pay attention to the walls that are reinforced. Find ways to get in there creatively is what I meant to say, sorry. And don't play like bots, you know, don't go through the front door, don't like stick really close together, but do have each other's backs, and remember the 3 C's. Cameras, communicate, cooperate. And I'll go into that further. So for those that this is more of a video of for those that are new and for those that are returning and haven't played in a while, you kind of like need a refresher, this will be there for you. There'll be cameras throughout the whole buildings that you're in, like this one right here. Be sure to shoot those, because the defenders will use those to try and mark your area. And don't make it obvious from which direction you're coming from, you know. Like I said, be creative. Basically, like if you see a wall that's not reinforced, put a breach charge there, but move to a different location and pop the breach charge while you're in your other location to come in. That way they're paying attention to the hole in the wall that just blew up and you're coming from a totally different direction. So again, be creative. It goes in that little area, being creative, and I am in, like I said, custom mode, so it's going to take a little longer. So as you see, those are not reinforced, but in a real game these probably would be reinforced, even that one right there. Alright, so basically you have 3 points of entry. Here is the street. You want to shoot the cameras. This is what I was talking about. Cameras, communicate, cooperate, 3 C's. So here's the camera right here on streets. You come from over there. Don't mind my terrible aim there for some reason. So that's one on the streets. The one on junkyard is over here. If you decide to spawn junkyard. We'll go ahead and get over here real quick. The camera's right there, as you can see. You'll be spawning behind this right here. So you'll come around from here, whichever way you want to go. Come to this camper, look up at this pole. Boom. Now, pay attention. You know, when you're picking your operators, you want to basically, what I mean by cooperate is make sure the operators are they have a synergy where they can work with each other, and pay attention to the windows. It's pretty obvious to pay attention to the windows, but some people don't. You'll be surprised. But try not to get spawn killed. Most people in the defending try and do that. Look out for their roamers. So just pay attention to your windows as you're moving around, and try and be a little sneaky about it. So here's the other camera right here. For some reason, didn't want to mark it. But this is construction. You'll be spawning way back there in the back by that wall. Come through there. Come through here. And you shoot this camera. Oh my god, my aim is trash today. So those are the cameras. So shoot your cameras. Communicate. Be sure, if you're not going to be in a party full of your entire squad is in a party, then at least go to game chat so you can at least hear your randoms talk and communicate if you're not going to talk. So at least you could hear them. But I would recommend communicating. It helps everybody. Everybody benefits from it. And like I was saying, you don't want to just come through, boom, I'm here, and they just start shooting the door. So basically, like, you'll want to put a charge here. For some reason it's not wanting to do it. That's weird. There it goes. Deploy it. Go somewhere else. Say like a window. Are they paying attention to that one? And you have a friend coming through this one. And basically just look. If you have a flashbang, toss it in. And kill the defender that's in there. Now watch out for roamers as well. If they're a good team, they'll have a roamer. And they'll be doing callouts as well. So basically clear the area. Before you plant the diffuser, you will have a small amount of time. I believe it's like a few minutes or so to plant it. So find a good spot, defend it. I mean, you can either have somebody come up here, destroy that, and you can plant the diffuser where they can see it, and you guys can basically cooperate and defend it that way and hold out till you have to. There'll be little hints of, there's stairs this way, the watchtower's this way, the basement's down this way, as you can see. You want to pay attention to those. But we don't need to go down below because the bombs are up here. So this is another way to get in. So basically what I was saying earlier is you can come through here. This will probably be guarded. And they'll be paying attention to that while maybe your teammate come from over there or over there, and you guys can just kill the people that are holding out in that one. So more than likely these will all be reinforced, sometimes maybe even this one, but I wouldn't see a point in reinforcing this one when somebody could just be paying attention to the door right here. Because, I mean, even if you come through here, there's still a door, and they'll still know. So, more than likely, they're not going to have this one reinforced, but those will be. And that just falls into the thing of being creative, And you don't have to just get a full look and throw a frag in there. You can actually bounce it off the wall here with the door frame. This is what I was saying, if you have thermite, you can come through the reinforced walls as well. So maybe you can have a thermite come here, have a friend throw a flashbang right as that explodes. Or a thermite can activate that, run all the way over here, and regroup over here with this guy. As he's getting ready to throw a flashbang, you'll have 4 teammates you can see up there. And you guys can all just throw flashbangs in there and clear it out. You could drone it out, but you don't want to do a drone like this because you can see I'm exposed this way, that way, this way. So be sure to make sure you have cover and a good hidden spot before you throw your drone out. And last but not least, don't use the front door. That's like a bot. Don't use these doors because that's what most people are expecting. They're ready for. And the next one's more of a preference. You can go in your settings. Make sure you have a high FOV. For consoles, it's 90. I believe PC's 90 as well. But consoles can only crossplay with other consoles. My crossplay is off, so that I don't have to worry about. But make sure your field of view is at max at 90. Your sensitivity and all that's preference. I have my vibration off for my controller. My gadgets and all that are all advanced. As you can see, advanced, press the gadget button, then hold the interact button to deploy gadget, or press the gadget button again to cancel it. So that's the way my gadget and drone deployment is. This way I don't go automatically in my camera if I accidentally hit the camera or the drone. So That way I don't get stuck with that. And you want your dead zones the closest you can be to 0 without it being 0. So I normally have mine at 1. You can have them at 5. I wouldn't go over 5, to be honest. That way your sensitivity reacts really quick and snappy. Again, the rest of the stuff is preference, but here are mine. If you want to copy them, they're there. I haven't played with this too much, so this is default. Most of this is default, so you probably already have these settings. Accessibility, this is again preference. So I have my screen shake off. You guys, I like to have small chat because when people start chatting, filling up the chat boxes, kind of gets too much on the screen, so I normally have that as small as possible. So yeah. So remember your 3 C's: cameras, communicate, cooperate. So that way you guys will be able to shoot your cameras. That way they can't see which direction you're coming from. They'll just know that, hey, they did spawn this side. So be sure to do that. Communicate with, even if you're not going to be in a full party, then at least, again, be in game chat so you can at least hear them. But I would recommend communicating back with them. And don't play like bots, whether you're attacking or defending. You don't want to stay in one spot. If you're defending the staircase, make sure, just like that, they can put a hole there. And so you got to pay attention to this and that over there. So I wouldn't overexpose yourself. So be like this right here. And if let's say somebody is here, so you don't want to stay here and hold that line and just keep shooting like that, because then you're just sitting here shooting, and then you get caught reloading, and then go back in here, because then they can move. Once you're out of sight, they can move, and they could be right here, and you wouldn't know that. If you're going in and out like this, avoiding getting shot, at the same time trying to shoot them. And if your pistol's fully reloaded, switch to your pistol. You'd be surprised how helpful it actually is. And don't just sit in one spot when you're defending. You want to have, like, I mean, being close to the bomb is great, but you don't want to be in this room, sitting behind a couch like this, and have a guy that's literally either coming from above you, or the walls, or behind you, like the hole. And this is all self-explanatory, but you'd be surprised how many people still do it. And there's lots of ways to enter a room. I mean, Ubisoft gave you all the gadgets to get through weak walls, reinforced walls. You just gotta, like I said, you gotta cooperate, communicate, and shoot your cameras. So I hope this helps everybody and improves their gameplay. And hopefully this will, teach people to get better and not take the game so seriously. So, I mean, it is, at the end of the day, just a game. So, as always, guys, take care, stay true to yourself, and don't ever let the past mistakes stop you from showing the world what you can accomplish. Catch you in the next one.